So what you want? Every day I struggle with it. Only God could jump me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the genesis. Yeah, presidents drop a gem on there. I'm on earth, these the last days. Throw your get money, quiet storm, have it stars. For the cream, renegade. For the money, only green is the I'm a player on the late night tips. So these see the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir dog, check the skull, ignorant. Can I live? Still film it, kiss to death, friend protect your neck. Three boys in the cat.
And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Washington Redskins. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Locke. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm. And
smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. Now a first down throw. Locke. Eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Play action. It's Locke. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Bobby Wagner. Coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Locke. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Newton to throw. And incomplete to open things up.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Throwing on third down, Newton. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. And he'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Give him 30 yards there. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a play fake, and it's Luck. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Carolina getting set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Right back to him on first down. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Here's Newton now on second down. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. The reception good for 7. It's third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
20.
Third and 2, Newton. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On second down, here's Newton. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina! In for the score. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Redskins. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. So first and 10 now from the 30. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Flushed out right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
To throw on second down is Newton. And this is going to be incomplete. after the incompletion. Here now, 3rd and 2.
Set, 180. Hey, get right down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Ready, 180. Hey.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
On the ball.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Set, 180.
Now Thomas. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Set, 180. Hey.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
2nd and goal from the 1. Newton takes it himself, and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Gano the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Gano out to kick this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet. and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Out to the left here to Reed. A very solid gain of 27.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Locke. Complete. Richardson has it. That one goes for 24 yards. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw on 2nd down is Locke. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Bobby Wagner in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3rd and long. It's Locke. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
Set. 180. Hey, hey. What is it?
They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
They'll try the air now with Newton. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now Newton on first down. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. He's got his man on the crossing route. And the ball is knocked out. Newton now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down, and the Panthers add on to their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down.
12.
Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first, this one from 38. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups we're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Looking to throw on second down. Newton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Panthers on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, Newton. And this is going to be incomplete. Artie Burns, former first-rounder, there to break that one up.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Palardy now on to punt as he sends this one away. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Panthers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now they'll run it on the toss. Avoids him at the 40. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And they'll go with a ground attack here. They're all fighting off the defender. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And they'll go on the ground. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. To throw on second down. Newton. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Matt Ioannidis in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Like how they started the 3rd quarter here. They forced a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like he'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Here's Michael Palardy now as he's on to punt for Carolina. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Hurry, hurry! Hey, easy.
Luck on first down. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. He finds an opening past the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
Luck now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Luck. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. They go play action here on first down. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On second down, here's Locke. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Now we've got whistles here before the snap. Was this on the Redskins? I think so. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Throwing on 3rd down, Locke. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Newton. Flush to his right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
That's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you say, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. Coming off the pick six, it's Newton. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. And after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A first throw now for the backup Roethlisberger. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Newton finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Redskins now. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. That second down run a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
12.
From the gun, here's Love. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected for the second week in a row?
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Hey, get right down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 17.
20.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Forced out to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's nothing but pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Flushed out right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a play fake, and it's locked. Jordan Reed has it. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Wrong.
On the run, this is Hunt. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Off of play action. Luck. Dancing to his left. Oh, some strong running. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. They'll toss it to Hunt. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll run again with Hunt. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
11 feet.
They'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Newton's going to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it here with Hunt. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
12.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll try to run with Hunt. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish him off.
The score that puts him in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Now a desperation throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.